Hello. Doesn't this feel just like the video you may have just been watching? It's not. It's not the Friday Talkie. Anyone who only comes to this channel and not my other channel won't know what the bloody hell I'm talking about. Well, too bad. So, yeah, I'm guessing there will be a few new viewers who are new to this channel. This is my Benway's World channel, where it's full of stuff that's not gaming related. You'll have grasped that already anyway. But the whole point of this video tonight is to talk about my new channel. First of all, I want to explain why I've been so very cagey about it. It is a satirical comedy, kind of politically, there's an amount of political comment on it. I'm going to show you the main character, because in none of the videos on that channel will you see me. The character is Isambard Montague III, this chap here, who I'm not going to make talk now because I'm not a ventriloquist. I do all the talking off camera whilst controlling him. Yes. So anyway, the description I have given him is Isambard Montague III, aristocratic, pompous bastard. Now, why am I cagey about this channel? I'll tell you. It's in the nature of his character. He is an aristocratic, pompous bastard. He is what I would describe as a typical Tory wanker. He represents an aspect of English society that I am utterly opposed to, and that's the thing. I think some people won't get that. A viewer going to that channel who doesn't know me might see him and think, bloody hell, what a complete wanker, and then go try and find the person who's doing it, thinking, well, they must be an absolute wanker if they think this kind of stuff. And that could lead them to my other channels, and that could actually, if they knew how to do it, and I know how it's done, lead them to me. And as you know, there are some complete nut jobs out there, and when you've got politically minded nut jobs, I just don't want to go there. So I've been very cautious about how I've promoted it, and trying to keep some degree of separation between his channel and my channels, really for my own personal safety. But I've come to the conclusion, with all the changes that YouTube have made, no one's going to see him. It used to be you could put up a video having no subscribers whatsoever, you'd upload a video and you would get views. When I first started my Steve Benway channel, I could put up a video with no subscribers whatsoever, and by the end of the night I'd have 100 views. That sure as hell doesn't happen anymore. So I think the only way anyone's ever going to see him is if I actively promote him. So I'm doing that here on this channel because I get a slightly different kind of viewer here to what I get on the Steve Benway channel. I think you may be more inclined to be interested in something non-gaming related. I think you maybe know me a little bit better than perhaps some of the people there. I'm not a socialist. I believe in capitalism, but I believe in social responsibility and taking care of those who aren't necessarily able to take care of themselves quite as much as your average person. It's a sensitive topic for me because I'm not working, and I'm not working for health reasons. And I'm very cagey about those actual health reasons. Some you know, some you don't, some one or two people know about. It's a sore topic, and it's something, it's a vulnerability. And so when you've got a channel, you're putting together a channel that is really quite in your face and quite challenging, the last thing you need is some kind of raving nutcase finding out who did that, when you've got things that you feel quite vulnerable about, aspects of your life, I suppose. That's a whole lot more open than I'd planned to be. Yeah. So the kind of things he says, the whole idea with him is to represent your stereotypical Tory bastard with no grasp of the realities of life in the real world. They're absolutely filthy rich. Yes, you. Filthy rich. They don't know what it is to live in the real world. I mean, you've just got to look at the Tory party to know they have no idea what it's like to be poor. They have no idea what it's like to be worried that they're going to lose their home. They don't get it at all. And it's despicable because they're in control and they're fucking people over royally, and I hate them with, you would not believe the venom I feel towards them. So I'm representing them in a way that is so, it's probably more, actually it's probably not more extreme than some of them. Probably some of them really are like he is, but largely it's a caricature. It's presenting them in such an extreme way as to be ridiculous, and it's ridiculous to the point that it's funny, and that is the whole point. Yes, it's politically minded, yes, I loathe them, but it's all about comedy. It is first and foremost meant to be funny. And there's the other thing that makes it a little bit something my sense of humour, you're aware of one aspect of my sense of humour, which is kind of offbeat, and I just say what comes into my head, which can sometimes be a bit random and sometimes a bit stupid, and sometimes you'll be like, what the hell is he talking about? And there is a reason for that, and some of you will be aware of that. But the humour that I'm putting across with him is a completely other side of my character. There is this really dark, nasty sense of humour. The ideas, the visual gags that are, to my mind, really funny, to some other people really funny, to some other people really probably quite distasteful. They're not ever meant to offend anyone, but I know that some people might be offended, and so that does make me a bit defensive about it. But yeah, I mean, ultimately I enjoy doing that channel. I have found it really is fun to do. I'm not putting out a massive number of videos. I've got 6 up at the moment in a matter of what, 3-4 weeks, because my Steve Benway channel takes priority, absolutely, and I will never let that one slip for the sake of doing him, or this channel in fact. I don't split my time. I cram these other ones in when I get a minute. Yeah, but I'm having so much fun doing that that I want to do the channel, and it's kind of like, what's the point of even doing it if no one's going to see it? So I figured, hell, I might as well promote it to some degree. So yes, I totally encourage those of you who are interested and who now get what it is about, I hope, to go along and check it out. One thing, I mean, there are about 21 subscribers there at the moment, and these are all people who have asked me for the URL, and I've said to them, and I will say to you, if you go, I totally encourage you to comment, to subscribe, to click the like button, all those good things. If you're going to comment, address your comments to Isambard. It's his channel, it's him who will be answering. All comments, all responses that you'll get on there will be in character. Comments addressed to me, I will remove. That might sound like a pretty mean thing to do, but it is all entirely down to the discouraging the nutcases who might find that channel from moving from there to here. You know, I want to discourage that. It's I want the traffic to be going one way, and that's from here to there, not there back to here, for the reasons that I said. So yeah, all comments addressed to Isambard, not to me. Any direct mentions of me they'll be removed. And also, it's a comedy channel. I've had one person comment, and in that comment they both referred to me by name and were putting links to some politically minded video. Not interested, don't want them. That's the thing, it's about comedy. I'm not trying to create a political debate it's a way for me to vent my anger at this current government that we have and a certain aspect of society, but it's not there for debate. I don't want to debate. I don't care what your political, I mean, God, how selfish is that? I want you to see what I think, but I don't want a political discussion. So totally discouraging that kind of thing. That person who left that comment is probably wondering, why the hell did I remove their comment? That's why. It's so easy for it to turn into a whopping great big ding-dong argument among people of opposing points of view, and that's not what it's there for. It's to have a laugh. I mean, there's nothing original about it, about the channel. I would not for a moment pretend there is. Really, it's a cross between the Muppet Show and Spitting Image. I mean, that is obviously a Muppet, but it's got the edge of Spitting Image without actually the character being a real life person. It's not. For those who aren't familiar with English politics, Isambard Montagu III is not an English politician. As far as I'm aware, he doesn't exist, and if someone by that name does exist, I'm sure he looks nothing like that. Yeah, there it is. I've waffled enough. It's probably all sounding very contrived and what's the word? I don't know. Self-centered. And yes, it is really. It's like, I want you to see it, but yeah, I suppose I'm being a bit restrictive about it. But you know, personal safety. it's controversial, and you have to be careful. And maybe I'm just being paranoid, but that doesn't mean they're not out to get you. Okay, link down there. Hope you like it, and well, you know, what more can I say? Thank you for watching.